Hello, I am Amanda Adminsky. Welcome to this version of Administrator Training and Instructor Training for creating Adaptive Learning Management System courses. Let's look at this from the instructor's point of view and what the instructor's perspective is as they log in. We'll click on View Course. You'll notice that as an instructor, the privileges have changed as to what they would be over the direct care staff in a sense that we can create, edit, and manage courses in our own classroom. Select My Assigned Courses. Here we see the courses we are managing and also courses that management has assigned for the instructor to take. These are courses that are assigned personally to you as an instructor. Training the trainers, as you call it. We are going to skip over the Manage Content link. This is an adaptive administrative area you will not have access to unless Adaptive gives you elevated privileges. Let's explore Course Progress. Course Progress is where you would be able to come in and look at our administrative level course management, and we can see all of the employees that are in progress taking their courses. And we can see also what their progress is, if any. Also, we can check to see what answers they have selected in the quizzes for the topics. In this case, there were no answers submitted, so it's showing 0%. I think we have one that has some percentage used. And I am wrong, we have not answered any questions for any of these mock-up tests yet. So the percentages of complete are all at 0. This will change as quizzes are answered correctly. That will trigger the percentage indicators. Let's go up to Manage Courses. Now you see the administrative control area for the courses you have created. And we'll take a look at the course named Administrative Level Course Management, first on the list. And let's go ahead and click on Edit that. And the first thing that we want to do is grab this little handle here on the text editor. And let's drag that down so we've got some working room. And now you can see the entire text editing section that defines what your course is all about. We are on the first page of our administrative level course management. Enter the title of your course here. This title will be the heading on the My Courses containers. Duration. At this point, because this course is not fully laid out to the end, we do not know the total duration of the course yet. I have entered a placeholder of 20 minutes. You could make that whatever you would like to for now. You will eventually calculate the entire course timing and divide that time by topics lengths. More on that shortly. We have provided a text editor with plenty of features and all of the things that you need to manage your text, images, videos, etc. In this case, what we have done is selected the video insert icon and we click on that and it asks us for a URL. The YouTube URL was entered in there and we select Insert Video. That brought the first video and you watched in the course introduction page. As confusing as this sounds, we are now working on the course introduction page in this topic. Just like any word processor or rich text editor, the page can be manipulated and managed by placing your cursor wherever you need to, and you enter your text. Let's scroll down to the bottom of this so you can see where we have entered text. We have formatted the fonts, bullets, and other editing features we utilized. We have used this section as a description of what the course about. What is it going to teach your staff? What will they expect to learn? You can create any instructions or define any messages in this course introduction workspace. Getting started with roles. Scroll below the text editor, and you will see the roles that are created for your company. These are all of the roles that are created in the Employee Master section of Adaptive. You can assign any course to whatever user roles you need. Members of the roles you select can then study the course and take the quizzes you create. For this example, we chose the role Adaptive and Super User. These are the user roles from our testing company tour ALS. Anyone assigned to the selected roles in the Employee Manager will be able to see this course. is Global Course is another adaptive management feature that you will not see. So now it's time to save our work. Click on Save to save the course description you have created. Come back and edit it anytime you wish. This would be a good time for us to go back and check the description page we just saved. Click on My Assigned Courses. And we'll find the course that we're working on and click on Start Course, and let's just take a quick review of it. You can see the text that we entered in just briefly. And you can see that the page is coming together nicely the way that you would like it. And we can also click on Topic Details. We have no topic details. We are going to demonstrate working on topics next. So let's go back to click on Manage Courses again. We'll go to the top course and we'll click on Edit. First, I'll explain what our archive and delete means. The delete needs no explanation. It is undoable. When you click Delete, it will delete this course and it will no longer be available or accessible. It means you are completely done with it. We don't recommend that you do that. You should always revise your courses, never start over if a course has been in a classroom production. If anybody has been taking the course, you want to retain that record. Let's click on Archive and say Yes, archive this course. And now the course has been archived. And the reason for that is that you've decided not to use this anymore going forward. All of the employees have completed the course to date, and it is no longer a course you teach. Perhaps, to get a course back from the archives, click on Course Library Archives. Look for the administrative level course management course we just archived. And if you want to bring that back into use again, just go ahead and click on Import and import it back in. Okay, and we'll go back to Manage Courses. Here our course is now back and we can resume administering this course as needed. If you wanted to create a new course from scratch, these courses you see on my profile are all for testing purpose and development purposes. Your version is going to be empty except for this administrative level course management that we are demonstrating in this video. To start building your new courses, you would click on Add New Course. For a blank course template to start from, I'm going to go ahead and cancel on that and revert to completing our demonstration course. So we'll click on here and we are back to this course. We have saved this already. Now we are ready to go down and take a look at our topics. As we look at our topic area, the choice to add new topic will give us a form to begin creating a topic. I'm going to cancel this because we already have 2 topics in play here, so I will edit one to keep things clean. First, let's check and edit if needed the topic title. We're going to expand on the LMS capabilities and adaptive onboarding. We have set a duration of 0.25 hours, so that's 15 minutes. And we have set it at 5% of the overall course. Again, this we are going to come back and recalculate when the course is completely done and we know exactly what the timings are for all of the topics and quizzes. You can note that this is the same text editor that has the same full rich features as the course description editor above. In topics, however, we have something just a little bit different to look at. Here we expand the abilities to incorporate your HR training manuals. And not just adaptive software training. You can also onboard and continue to train your entire staff with your company employee policies and routines. Let's look at the features. Here is where we have links to the Adaptive Knowledge Base video library. And we also have an upload video link. And the reason we put the upload video link in here is so you can go to your hard drive and you can select a video that has been saved on a local drive on your computer. if you don't store your videos to YouTube or any publishing server, you can actually publish your videos on our servers here. So in this case, we'll double-click on a video and you can see that has been loaded in there. Now click on Save. That saves successfully. And just to show you the results, let's go back to my assigned courses. Select Start Course. To review the video, click on Topic Details and you can see here is the video and it's ready to review in this topic. We have 2 topics that we previously had created. Here we can switch between these 2 and I think we've already gone over that in one other video. Let's click on Manage Courses again. Go back to Edit and go back down here to our topics and let's edit our topics and let's talk about another way that we can import information. I will remove this video. We only want you to put 1 video and 1 document per topic. The reason for that is we don't want this to get real heavy with a number of videos or it will start to weigh in on the load times. You can create as many topics as you need to get all the content in your course. Under Import Adaptive Knowledge Base Video, when we click on this icon, this brings us to our knowledge base and from here it automatically presents you with the knowledge base video library. Just select a video that we want to add to the topic. Click on Import Selection. And now that video has been imported into the topic. 2 things that are happening here is 1. You are able to import adaptive knowledge base videos. That fast and easy. We can do the same and import an adaptive knowledge base PDF. In this case, we have gone straight to the documents. You can revel through all of the PDF documents that we have. And when you find the one that you need, just import that selection. And now you can see that the document in the topic. So let's go ahead and save that. And let's go back one more time and take a look. So I'll go back to my assigned courses and we'll start the course. Let's bring up those topic details. And now you can see that we have the video and we have the PDF. With your video, there is a sharing option for this video if you need to pass the information on to a coworker. These courses and topics are secured tightly and cannot be shown outside of the adaptive program. Although we do not recommend that you use this for PHI. And you also have access to the PDF document. Users can view the document in a full screen. And they can also download the document from this icon. They can print the document and save the document to their hard drive. So options, let's go back into Manage Courses and we'll edit this some more. I just want to give everybody a good feel for what we are offering here. And let's go to work on the text editor next. So let's go to work in the text editor here. Grab that little handle there with your mouse and let's move that down so we've got some room to work on things and a little bit better of a view. I have some text up here that I have pre-created in a word processor. I'm just going to simply copy that and I'm going to paste that text in here. And now let's go ahead and let's change our font down a little bit. Take that down to 24 and let's make this into bold. And let's take that up to 36 and let's go ahead and center that. Okay, so now we can change our colors around here just a little bit if we would like to. Oops, that one is for the colors and we'll come over here and let's go with these nice blues that we've been working with. So, you can see that spell check from our browser has stepped in and started to work here. So we can go ahead and make these corrections. And without spending too much time showing you how to type, which you already know better than I do, we'll just make these corrections. And so I jumped ahead just a little bit and I went ahead and I finished some of our editing and did some layout on this to make it just a little bit more attractive. But you already understand how to manage your own documents and how to make them look the way that you want them to. We simply give you the tools. The thing that we will focus on right now is that I've included in this topic that the key features and benefits of the Adaptive Onboarding module is that we can extend out beyond training your employees how to use the software and what software manuals they need to be aware of for the day-to-day charting that we know that we can accomplish because it was initially designed for that. What we have now is a program that we expanded out that the custom training content. You can import your own videos and documents. And you can include training on topics such as facility maintenance procedures, job application distribution, interviewing techniques for prospective hires, and any other operational or HR-related tasks. So what I'll do, I'm going to take these bullet points here and I'm just going to copy them and I'm going to put them off into a workspace that I have up above it, another document. And I'm going to come down here and let's save our work on this, and we already know that it looks just fine. Alright, so in this case now we've been working on the expanded LMS capabilities and adaptive onboarding. What I want to do is add a question to this one, and the question is going to be, so let's round this off in our questionnaires that pertains to the instructions we're giving, how to create training courses. And so the first question that I'm going to ask is, can we use this LMS system to create intense professional training courses? And let's take a checkbox for our answer type, and answer number 1 is going to be yes. And we are going to add another answer, and that is going to be no. And we'll add one more answer that says, not sure. Okay, the correct answer is going to be yes. So we are going to mark that as the correct answer and we are going to click on Save. So as you can see, you would have been able to continue on editing and adding more questions, more intense questions. You can go ahead and cancel this here, and you can add another question for the same set of topics here. So the question title for question number 2 is, can we add multiple questions to topics? And we selected checkbox for the answer type. We have added yes, no, and not sure and marked yes as the correct answer, and now we're going to go ahead and save that. So let's go back now that our course has been saved and modified and go take another look. We're going to go ahead and start our course. And we're going to come down and read through all of this, and then they are going to go into their topics and begin with the first topic, and when they have viewed all of the material, then they can come in and start the questionnaire. Can we use the LMS system to create intense professional training courses? We know the answer is yes for that. We're going to hit Next. Can we add multiple questions to topics? If we say no, next we're going to come back and we have to retake the quizzes. No. So now we go back and take it again. Can we use the LMS system to create intense professional training courses? The answer is yes. We hit Next. Can we add multiple questions to topics? The answer is yes. We hit Next, and this quiz has been completed. So with that, let's go into Course Progress. And let's go into Administrative Level Management. And let's go down until we find this percentage, where it has changed, and you can see that as an administrator logged on, I am the one that took the test, and you can see that I am 5% through this test. I can view the answers and I can see the way that they were answered. They were done 2 times. And at one point it was done wrong. So we can then look at that and say it took 2 tries to get through this topic test. Here's another shortcut before we conclude this video. We're going to go back into Manage Courses and we will click on Edit and we'll come down here to our topics. And so now you remember when I went up and I had copied off that text out of our laid out information, I'm going to go in here and say, Add Topic. And the topic title that I'm going to put in there is going to be Facility Maintenance Procedures. And let's just go 1 and 1 for a placeholder and hit Save. Description is required and should not require a description in there. Okay, and so the reason we did that is you remember that when I started walking you through this course I had already pre-laid out 2. Now I have 3 laid out. The logic behind that is I can take my information and my planning that I have done to create this course, and I can build this out ahead. And so, now as I'm going through here, I have a better idea of how I'm going to proceed with the course. I have laid out all of my topics underneath of my course heading, and so I can go back and it's going to be a lot easier then to say, okay, so now I'm on the job application distribution topic. Where is my documentation for that I want to include in this topic, and what are the questions going to be incompleted? So that's just a shortcut that I have, and I am going to go ahead and cancel on that. I hope this video and this course has given you a solid foundation and the information that you need to begin navigating through this Adaptive Learning LMS program and to start, first of all, modifying this existing course that we just presented through to suit your company needs to train your trainers, and then to begin creating courses for all of your existing employees, to refresh them up with information that you think that may be necessary to retrain, and also to start creating those onboarding procedures and policies training courses so that you never have a void when one of your key trainers retires or leaves your company. They will not take your intellectual property with them any longer because you will have enforced retention of your information. Information that you need to run your company. Your intellectual property will be forever preserved in training courses, so you can remain streamlined even when employees retire and move on. I am Amanda Adminsky, and I am certainly happy to have been spending this time with you. When you are ready to start using the Adaptive Integrated LMS, you can let anybody at Adaptive know that you would like the courses turned on, and we will be happy to set you up so that your company is ready to take advantage of this easy-to-use and highly valued module. Thank you very much. I look forward to talking to you with more videos in the future as we update this program. Ta-ta for now.